Hi, I'm Matt Greening and I'm one of the co-founders of MGA Accountants on the Gold Coast. And today I'd like to share with you one of the very important things that I talk to clients about when they're thinking of starting a business. And I like to do a little cash projection of what they need to do to achieve their goals in the first year. For example, if a client says, well, in my first year, I'd like to draw $1,000 a week out of the business. So that's $50,000 a year. So if that's what you want out of your business in the first year, and that's not a bad place to start, if you do make $50,000 in the first year and draw that out of the business, it's likely that you're going to run into some tax. So if you want $50,000 out of the business, there's ways to reduce your tax, but if you paid full tax on the $50,000, you'd need to pay $8,800 in tax. So that's an extra $176 a week. Then, when you're running a business, you come up against expenses. So say your expenses are also $1,000 a week. That's car expenses, telephone, rent, etc. Whatever you need in your business. $1,000 a week for expenses, so it's another $50,000 a year. So that means you've got to generate in cash $2,176 a week, or $108,800 per annum. So then you say, okay, how am I going to generate that money? Well, if you're selling a product and say your gross profit percentage is 50%, so that means if you're selling something for $200, it means that it has cost you to buy $100. So you're buying it for $100, you're selling it for $200. That gives you a gross profit of 50%. So you've got 50% of your sale price to pay your expenses. So that means your gross profit has to be $2,176 a week, or $108,800 per annum to cover your drawings, your tax and your expenses. So that would mean in the first year you've got to sell $217,600 of product, or $4,352 a week. So I run through that with clients and I say, okay, now how are you going to get these sales? You've got to look at a sales strategy to generate these sales. So that's a really important part of starting up a business, and you'd be surprised how many people never even think of that. But if you want to take that further, you're more than welcome to contact us.